since I'm from Ghana. This picture is very meaningful to me, and when you look at it very carefully, it's something that happened in Accra on the 10th of June. Over 200 people lost their lives. Research investigation shows that the major cause of this was because of waste that has engulfed the drainage system. That means that if our society were clean enough, we could have avoided this preventable disaster. It's a social problem, and we need to tackle it. Economically, we realize that according to Ghanaian research, there is 1.2 billion market available for plastic waste recycling. And in Accra alone, they generate about 2,000 tons of waste in Accra. Just think about, interestingly, we are from famous regions across West Africa. Think about the market that is available economically. So we believe there is a market. What is the solution? Coliba. Coliba is an online platform that allows you to enter the platform with a mobile phone. It doesn't matter even if you have an Android phone or a smartphone. So far as you have a mobile number and you have mobile money integration, then we can reach out to you. So what happens is this: you are able to keep your waste, be it plastic waste or metal waste. And then what happens is that you schedule, you can weigh, you schedule a pickup, and our agents come over to your house at your own comfort, pick up your waste, and then pay through the platform. So we believe it's a wonderful way of tackling this problem. The interesting thing is that our suppliers are individual homeowners, shop owners, and church administrators. So we are targeting, we are providing, what we're doing simply is that we are providing regular and consistent supply of waste to these waste companies, recycling companies. They are not providing the demand, they are not having the demanded target. So we want to fill this up at a very competitive price. And when you look at it, what we want to do is simple. We want to make profit, and we want to give back to the society. That is our supply as a homeowner. And so instead of paying so much for your waste companies, we are giving it back to the society, and we are making revenue. And interestingly, we are keeping a cleaner and cleaner environment. And we're projecting a profit of a higher revenue over 5 years, and also a higher profit over 5 years. Thank you very much.
Please, can you go back to, what is this? No. Yes. Is this a percentage or what?
Okay, so this is in dollars. So over the first year, we're making $105,000. That is in revenue. And out of this revenue, what happens is that there is a cost of $75,000. And most of this cost goes back to the supply, the homeowners. We're paying them for their waste. And then we sell the waste to the recycling companies. We make a profit of $20,000 for the first year. And when you continue for the second year, interestingly, it's increasing 50, 80. So it's a profitable venture. So that is what this shows in dollars.
Okay, so that's like 15%, 35%, and about 50% of their amount. So what about the logistics behind this?
Again, this is in dollars.
No, I understand. No worry, I understand what logistics behind. How do you deal with picking up this time?
Well, the logistics, you mean that we're going to the additional costs pertaining to other things and actually supply costs, right?
Yes. So things like setting up, picking up the waste, and how do you deal with all that? And also, your current regulation. Where is this going to kick off first? This is going to be in Ghana. I also want to understand that.
So just one short addition. Also, only been here for a couple of weeks now, but the one thing that I've already learned is that there are not that many companies that are into recycling. So you also need to find someone to actually, buy the empty plastic bottle. So how are you going to tackle that problem?
Thank you very much. According to research in Ghana alone, Accra, for instance, there are 4 major waste recycling companies and over 25 minor ones in the same Accra. So it's a big market, not to talk about the other sub-regions of Accra. So the same problem goes to other countries represented here. That is why we picked up this problem in the past, because we observe it's a real problem. So that in terms of logistics, how do we gather? Basically, what happens is that when the user schedules a pickup, what happens is we make sure that the pickup moments are the latter end of the month, because we don't want to be a recycler company. An issue of policy comes in. If you pile up waste, environmental issues comes in. So what happens is that when 1 week to the end of the month, our agents go pick up because we have GPS on the app that can allow us to effectively locate our clients on the platform and be effective ones for the pickup in 1 week, have a temporary storing location, weigh them, and then sell back to the recycle companies at a fee. So logistically, we factored that in, and that gave us a very good financials, and we were able to strike this average.
If you don't want, you need to be careful of environmental disaster. Once a month is a bit long to pick up waste. It should be like twice a week, like at a minimum, right? So you also expect them to also sort out their waste and
Yes.
right?
Yes. So we're tackling plastic waste, quality waste, and metal waste. That is what makes us different. So it's not all types of waste. And we believe that for an annual individual homeowner, you cannot generate that much plastic waste tons of, except we run a restaurant or a shop, then we can aggregate that.
I think you should also consider the added difficulty in separating those wastes within the individual unit or household. They will need to separate your plastic from the metal waste and all that. You might create some storage and handling problems.
So, all right, so what we plan is on our first day, when we implement what we want to do is to give waste containers to key people. For instance, referring to you have a shop where mostly you sell pure waters, canned waters. It's easier to segregate your waste, so we have measures to tackle that.
Okay, just as an advice, what I would think, and maybe you want to consider this, is maybe you should empower so the existing scavengers, right, that pick waste from places to places and metal and so on and so forth. You might want to work with them more and allow the current waste disposal, because I'm looking at, I run a home of maybe my wife and 1 kid. How much waste can I generate to incentivize me to want to separate my waste? But if I continue to dump it the way I dump it, using the normal proper channels to dump it, and the scavengers actually go and pick up the waste, they can actually aggregate something meaningful, and can empower that, that part of your whole chain, value chain, and actually give them real business than having domestic homes, try to separate their own. That's what I think.
So I've just got one more question for you. In terms of the incentives, it looks like this rise above